Okay guys, this is going to be the video review for Transformers Generations Tankor, and as you can see we just got him in his packaging there. Standard recent Generations deluxe packaging. We got a comic with him. Got him in robot mode. Got some artwork there down at the bottom. Along the side we got a Viacon symbol. We got some small artwork of Tankor. On the back, standard stuff. Tech specs, product shots, bio, and that's it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause right here, get him out of the box, and we'll see what he's like. Okay guys, here I have Generations Tankor out of the package and transformed into his tank mode. But before I talk about him, I'm going to talk a little bit about the comic that he comes with. It's pretty neat. It's a good story. Nice artwork, and unlike the Rat Trap comic in my last review, Tankor is actually in this one a little bit. He doesn't have a pivotal role or anything, but at least he makes an appearance and has a few lines of dialogue, which is good because he kind of argues with Starscream, so good stuff. I like it. I'm glad he's in there. Anyway, moving on to the toy itself, he's okay looking in vehicle mode. Not spectacular. I don't love it. It's, yeah. It's okay. It's highly mediocre, honestly. Yeah. It's, you know, his, cannon can, you know, is pretty articulated. And he's got, pressure launching, let's see here. Come on, baby. Let's launch that missile. There we go. It's missile fires. That's pretty much it. It's not that great of a vehicle mode. It's kind of bad, actually. I'd honestly say it's one of the worst vehicle modes I've seen in quite a while on a Transformer. It's just not good. There, come on, can we get that? I'll get his missile back in later. Anyway, just for fun, here he is actually with Beast Machine's Tankor. I think this guy was actually called a Mega class. I'm not sure what class this is. I'm sure somebody out there probably knows what this guy was considered. But yeah, just for fun. There the two of them are together. I'll zoom in on Tankor a little bit so you can see what he looks like a little bit better. And he kind of looks, yeah, you know, whatever. That's Tankor vehicle mode. Anyway, I'll be back in a flash to go over his robot mode with you. Okay guys, here we have Tankor transformed into his robot mode. And I have to say, his robot mode is pretty much what saves this toy from being a complete piece of crap. His robot mode is actually fairly decent. Anyway, but before I start talking about it more, I'll go ahead and do a comparison with the other Tankor I got, the Mega class from Beast Machines. And as you can see, he is much taller than the newer Tankor, but I digress. Let's go ahead and get him out of the way. And we'll talk more about the Generations Tankor. Yeah, in vehicle mode, he looks much better. And it's a good thing they packaged this guy in, I'm sorry, he looks much better than in robot mode than vehicle mode. Jeez, robot mode is what saves this guy from being a complete piece of crap. And it's a really good thing they packaged this guy in robot mode. The vehicle mode is pretty much a big fail. Robot mode is decent. It's not great, but it's decent. You know, he's got, you know, his paint looks decent, all that stuff, and he has okay articulation. Yes, his feet can technically move, but since they're like treads, it's not really that beneficial to move them. He rotates there at the knees, but again, he's got treads, so his leg articulation isn't super important. It's probably more important to his lackluster transformation than to the actual posing of the toy. His legs can move, you know, all directions. But again, you're not really going to pose the legs too much. Unfortunately, does not have waist rotation. That would have been a nice touch. He's got the claws. They can, you know, move in and out like that. Bends. He's got a double jointed elbow, which is nice. Rotates there at the elbow. Rotates at the shoulder. Goes out in and out at the shoulder. And his head is on a swivel. And of course you can adjust his gun just like you can in vehicle mode. So, all that being said, what do I think of this toy? I rate him as okay-ish overall. Not terrible, but certainly not great. I certainly wouldn't pay scalper prices for this guy. No flippin' way. If you find him at retail and he looks okay to you, pick him up. But other than that, it's safe to give this guy a pass. He's decent, you know, as a troop building thing for your Decepticon or bad guy army, but overall, a little bit lackluster. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap this whole thing up. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.